And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 30, 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And 7 at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? this could cost them.
Number 30.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
He's brought down. That is
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Intercepted.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
He was brought down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to run again. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Not the keeper. Touchdown.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good for a Pittsburgh.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A yard. And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
Here we go. Suck 80.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Where they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 19. Justin Tucker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Jackson.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
It's a gain of...
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 19. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball They like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And now it's second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's second and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. 58 to the right. 58.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Coming.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 30.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with McFarland. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, McFarland. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
19. Justin Tucker to kick
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Easy. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I like it.
Here's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 19. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That was a round run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Don't say nothing. 40's the line. Squeeze. Rip left.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll run with McFarland. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's McFarland. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Roethlisberger's pass complete to Deontay Johnson. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got White here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Taken about 7 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
On the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Sets up
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Ravens 55, Steelers 26. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On on first down, McFarland. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Jimmy Smith.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
McFarland once more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, we'll see.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew,